Hello, beautiful people. Thank you so much for tuning in, watching, and listening. This is going to be the March 2023 reading for the zodiac sign of Gemini. Welcome, fellow Geminis. As always, my readings are very intuitive, so I'll provide you with any intuitive messages I receive, as well as the meaning of the tarot cards. I do, however, recommend you check out your sun, moon, and rising just to get a full picture of everything that's going on for you this month. And if you haven't done so already, please do subscribe to my YouTube channel. When you subscribe, that helps me greatly, and you'll be notified when I post new content. I apologize in advance. I am feeling a little under the weather, so my voice is not the best. Hopefully you can hear me okay still. But bear with me through the not so good voice and coughs, please. But let's go and jump in and get started here, Gemini. In column number 1, we're going to take a look at what's wrapping up and coming to a close, so last few weeks or month. Column number 2, we're going to take a general look at what's coming for March. We're also going to do a money column, a love column, and the 5th and final column, we're going to do a message for our future self or spirit guides. We're also going to do those 3 yes or no questions, a crystal of the month, and a healing note for you. But again, back to column number 1, what's wrapping up and coming to a close. So we have a quick summary affirmation card here, Gemini. It says, I feel confident. I love this. I'm not sure exactly what you tackled these last few weeks or month, but you were able to do it with confidence, and that can be a challenge sometimes. So I really like to see this type of energy, you being confident in yourself and your skills. But let's see what we're working with here. Okay, first we have the 3 of Swords. The 3 of Swords is a card of low feelings. This is heartbreak, divorce, loss, depression. Mind you, this could be past events too. Like when we see the 3 of Swords, it could be current heartbreak, but it could be past heartbreak as well. But more than anything, it's an indicator that healing needs to happen. And I'm just reading forward here onto our 2 of Swords. It looks like we actually did do that. The 2 of Swords is a card of having to make a decision. It's like now is the time, again, whether this was past hurt or current hurt, but it looks like it was the right time and we did make the decision to do that healing. I will say it seems to work out really well. We have our 6 of Wands at the bottom, which is a card of victory, award, recognition, good news, success. Let's call it successful healing. Again, this could mean so many different things for so many different people with that 3 of Swords, again, past or present. But I think we did make the decision to heal here, Gemini. And again, successful healing. It was a really positive outcome. That in itself, I think, actually could have been the confidence booster too. We're feeling better on the other side of this. One of the beautiful things about healing. In terms of clarifiers, first up we have our Page of Swords. The Page of Swords is a curious card. It's gossipy. It could have been finding out truth. Again, these are the things I think that possibly could have hurt us. Like, you could have found out some information. There could have been some sort of gossip, some sort of rumor. So again, this feels like the bucket of things that we were healing from. The next card we have is the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is a card of healing. I love the Queen of Cups. If you look at her cup, it really is not a cup at all. It's more of a trophy. And that trophy is you, Gemini. And it's like you are polishing your trophy. You are bringing yourself back to that amazing luster, bringing that confidence back, treating yourself as the trophy that you are. So love that we made the decision to do the healing. And of course, it makes no sense that we get the Queen of Cups card of healing. At the bottom here, we have the 5 of Wands. The 5 of Wands is a card of rivalry, obstacles, challenges. I feel like we were like reliving this over and over again, or was posing a challenge frequently. It was something that like kept coming up. So it's nice that we were able to heal from it, move forward from it, again, have that successful healing. It was like one more additional thing that just didn't need to be in the picture. Okay, Gemini, let's take a look now at our next column, which is general, what's coming for March. We have the card, I Am Sealed. I Am Sealed is a good card too. One thing that's important with Sealed, so we want to be closed off to things that are not serving us and open to the things that are serving us. So Gemini, I encourage you to think about having like a bubble around yourself, having that kind of shield, having that kind of protection. And that bubble only lets in good things. It keeps everything else out. Everything else just bounces off you, rolls off of you. So be thinking about this sealed, protective bubble this month. Actually, always. It's always a good thing to have, but a good reminder for this month. But let's take a look and see what messages we've got here. First up, we have the Judgment card. The Judgment card is a card that's always favorable for you. It is a card of clarity. It's a card of wanting to go after your life's purpose, something significant, something bigger. The Judgment is also oftentimes a decision card. So you could have a pretty significant card going, or a significant decision going into March. The nice thing is, like, it seems like we have the clarity, we have the information, we have the drive to make the decision. The next card that we have is the Four of Swords. The Four of Swords is a card of needing to rest, retreat, renew, recover. I think that's why the sealed piece is especially important, having that bubble around you. We can't take on more junk. You don't want more of that energy. We just want the good stuff. We need to give ourselves that time to rest and recover. So again, protecting what energy we have and letting it rebuild back up. At the bottom here, we have the Seven of Cups. The Seven of Cups is a card of patience, waiting, delayed success. I do think things might move a little bit slower for you this month. But that's not necessarily a bad thing, because again, we are a little on the tired side. We need to let energy build back up. But just know that something may not move as quickly as you would have liked to see it, Gemini. Taking a look at our clarifiers, first up we have the Lover's card. The Lover's card is, of course, a card of love, partnership, strength together. So there could be some clarity on a love situation for some of you. Perhaps there's a new relationship or advancement of a current relationship. The other meaning of the Lover's card, anytime we have two of something on a card, it indicates a decision. And that Judgment card was also indicating a decision. So I do think there's a decision coming for you. Perhaps a love-related decision, but something big enough that we needed two cards to tell us about it, Gemini. The next card we have is the Empress. The Empress is one of those cards I love to see anywhere. This is a card of creation. It's a card of abundance. We need to get back to this more abundant state, so I like to see this. Again, this is building back up the energy, keeping the bad out, letting the good in, then getting back on top of this ability to create, this ability to have abundance. So love the Empress placement here. This can also be a card of pregnancy or fertility, so if you're hoping to grow your family, Gemini, this could be a good one for you. At the bottom here, we have the King of Cups. The King of Cups is a card of being really supportive, being really tolerant, kind of like being persistent. So again, things are going to move a little bit slower, but don't like lose interest. Stick with it. Continue to support the drive. Be tolerant as things come up that you need to be patient with. But just kind of keep pushing forward here. Like I said, it's going to be a slower pace, but the slower pace kind of feels good because I'm a little tired. Just a little. Okay, Gemini, now let's take a look at our next column. In this column, we're going to talk about anything related to money. So a quick money card to start with. It says, keep a tidy space. A clean space invites the flow of energy and resources into your field. So in this call, we're going to talk about anything related to money. Think job, career, finances, businesses you run, investments you have. Again, anything related to money. The first card that we have is the Lover's card. We just talked about the Lover's card side by side there. Of course, the Lover's card is a love message typically, but there are some other meanings behind it. Like we talked about before, this could indicate a decision that's coming up. Also, though, I feel like there's a relationship that's going to become more and more and more important in March, Gemini. So please keep on top of that. Specifically like career, so like boss, coworker, could be like skip level, a couple bosses up. But there's a very, very important work relationship. So just keep on top of that. This is like an enabling relationship that we need to maintain. The next card that we have is the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords can be a card of self-imposed restrictions. It can be limiting ourselves. Just be cautious of that. Of course, we're going to put a clarifier on this to see if I can get any more information. But we do need to continue this confidence. Like, don't doubt yourself. Don't question your abilities. Surely don't restrict or limit yourself, Gemini. At the bottom here, we have the Magician. The Magician is turning visions into reality. It's very inspired action. I like this. Your career is shaping into what you want it to be, Gemini. So this is nice energy at the bottom here. Let's take a look, though, and see what other messages we have. First, we have the Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups is a card of going from good to better. If you take a look at the Eight of Cups and how they're stacked nice. They look good. But yet this person in the background is still walking away. So this is advancement. I will say this relationship is going to be really important in terms of advancement. So just be careful with that. With the Eight of Cups, sometimes we have a tendency to withdraw too. So rather than withdrawing, we need to lean into this relationship a little bit more. So again, just conscious thought, sorry. Okay, our next card is the Eight of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles is just a great work and money card. This is mastering your craft. It's enjoying what you're doing. I was just saying your career is really shaping up into what you want it to be. What an amazing thing to say and feel, Gemini. Another thing I love about the Eight of Pentacles is that your hard work is paying off. So you'll be reaping the benefits of the hard work that you're putting in. So with the Eight of Swords, again, that's that self-imposed restrictions. So don't be holding yourself back. Don't be doubting if it matters. And don't restrict yourself because, again, your career is shaping up exactly the way you want. At the bottom here, we have the Four of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles is our desires. It's what we want long term. And we have the Magician here saying you're turning your visions into reality. Probably one of the best money columns I've seen in a long time, Gemini. Love it. Okay, now let's take a look at our next column, which is anything related to love. Starting with a quick love message like we did with money. It says, life is a series of constantly shifting cycles. When we resist change, we resist the natural flow of life and create unnecessary stress. Go with the flow and you'll be surprised where it leads. So in this call, we're going to talk about anything related to love, family, friends, relationship, children, marriage. Whatever you think of when you think of love, Gemini. First, we have the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups is wishes coming true. That is the literal transition. It's like whatever you want, it's coming true to you. So whatever you're wanting from love, this is a great sign for you. Similar to career, love is shaping up exactly the way you want it to, Gemini. This is also a card of good health, which if you're like me and not feeling the best, this is great to see. Side note really quick, I had a New Year's resolution to never get sick again, and you see where I'm at with that. But anyways, good health with the Nine of Cups. But whatever you're wanting in love, that seems to be coming together quite nicely as well. The next card we have is the Six of Swords. The Six of Swords is a card of going through a necessary transition. So again, this is continuing to shape and morph and turn into this thing that we really want it to be. So nice to see. Six of Swords is really positive in that manner of, again, heading in the right direction. The Six of Swords can also be some travel. So you might have some travel planned, which is super exciting. And at the bottom here, we have the Temperance card. The Temperance card is a card of balance and harmony. I'm not surprised to see this because, again, I feel like love is becoming exactly what we want. And I would think for almost everybody, I can't speak for everybody, but balance and harmony is one of those things we seek in a relationship. Okay, let's take a look now at our clarifiers. First up, we have the King of Swords. The King of Swords is super long-term. It's intentional. It's strategic. Again, it's intentional because it's what you want. It's your intentions. It's your intentions coming true. So this is shaping the future, taking us where you want to go. The next card I have is the Magician. The Magician, again, is that being able to create whatever you want, turning those visions into reality. Shocking and striking similarities between these two columns here. At the bottom here, we have the Five of Pentacles. The Five of Pentacles is a card with a lot of different meanings. But I'm getting like lay low energy off of this. And it's not a bad thing, Gemini, but a month of laying low in terms of love life could be good for you. So embrace that balance and harmony. Don't cram a bunch of extra things on the schedule just because there's balance and the harmony. So lay a little low there. Okay, now let's take a look at our fifth and final column, which is a message from our future self or spirit guides. We have the card, I am bonded. This is awesome. This is a relationship that's really flourishing. We've talked about a couple different relationships, so we'll see if any of these jump out. But this is a strong connection. This is a connection we need. This could be spouse, coworker, parent, animal, but really nice, strong bond there. Let's take a look at what our cards have to say here, though. Okay, first we have the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands is a card of family and friends. This makes sense. Again, this is some sort of relationship here. Given the meaning of the card, we're going to go with this as a family or friend that we're really nurturing this relationship with currently. The next card that we have is the Sun card. The Sun card is a card of material happiness, joyous outcomes, success. This relationship is truly blossoming and flourishing. At the bottom here we have the Queen of Swords. Really the only thing that more I think we could do to support this and deepen this relationship is communication. The Queen of Swords is very collaborative, very communicative, lots of communication. So keep communication top of mind as we navigate this relationship in March. Taking a look here at clarifiers, starting at the top. Up first, we have the King of Wands. The King of Wands is a card. It's very strong. This is a very, very strong relationship. It's like powerful. It's strength. It's bold. It's hard to damage this. It is indeed very bonded, very connected. The next card that we have is the Ace of Pentacles. Anytime we have an ace card, it's a card of newness. This is typically new job, raise, promotion, investment. I do think you could be going after a new opportunity, and specifically a new opportunity that could lead to money, just given this card. So there's more to this relationship than just the relationship itself. It seems like you're accomplishing something together. And then how nice is this? We have the Repeat Sun card. If you've watched my readings before, you know I love when that happens. Again, material happiness, joyous outcome, success, whatever this thing is you're tackling together is going to be successful. But what a relationship there, Gemini. Okay, at this time I'm going to give you the opportunity to ask 3 yes or no questions. We're going to use our Gypsy fortune telling deck. If you don't have 3 questions in mind, you can pause the video and think of them really quick. But question number 1 is the 9 of clubs. This is number 26 card. That's going to be a no. Question number 2 is the King of Diamonds. This is number 15 card. That's going to be a yes. And question number 3 is the 6 of Diamonds. This is number 51 card. That's going to be a no. So no, yes, no, Gemini. We're also going to pull a card from our Healing Stones deck. This is a crystal to keep with you for the month of March. Your crystal this month is ruby, which is good for joy of living, very spontaneous, and helps with momentum and passion. Last but not least, Gemini, we're going to pull a card from our Healing Notes deck. We can all always use more healing. It says healing is not an overnight process. It is a daily cleansing of pain, a daily healing of life. Thank you so much, Gemini, for tuning in, watching, and listening. Please do like, comment, subscribe. Let me know how this video resonates with you. Again, subscriptions help me greatly, and you'll be notified when I post new content. I did include my Venmo in the comments box if you'd like to make a donation. But thank you so much, Gemini, and I hope you have a wonderful March.